Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm thrilled to have you here today. Get ready to let your creativity soar as we explore the wonderful world of crafting together. From ink smushing to hot foiling with Betterpress plates, I'm here to inspire your artistic journey. Let's roll up our sleeves, get crafty, and create something truly beautiful. Just a friendly reminder, if you like my content, please remember to like this video, comment below, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and share it with your friends. Don't forget to ring that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Stay tuned to see how I create this stunning card. For today's card project, here are the supplies you'll need. I'll also have all the supplies listed below in the description box with my affiliate links as they help support my channel. Okay y'all, the first thing you're going to need for today's card project is the Swirl birthday frame press plate and die set from Spellbinders. Yes, I'm really into the Betterpress as of late. It's really fun. The next thing you'll need is the A2 layering die set from Waffle Flower. I use those in all my videos. And then we're going to add some bling, some fashion gold self-adhesive embellishments from Spellbinders. You'll need to get out some foil. I'm using the Glimmer foil variety pack here. I'm going to be using the gold. And then you'll need to get out some inks. And today I'm going to be using Distress Oxide ink since that's what I have in my stash. And I'm going to do a rainbow of colors here. And I will have all the colors listed in the description box below in case you need to refer back. And then I'm going to probably get out two more. I think I go ahead and add the peacock feathers and wilted violet to complete the rainbow. And then you will need this guy that I'm going to bring out here to show you. You'll need some sort of media surface mat, some sort of plastic sheet for the ink smushing technique that we're going to do today. So I bought this one off at Amazon. I will have it linked below. This is the one that fits the Holtz glass media mat. And then you'll need some cardstock. So for my cardstocks I'm going to be using today is the cotton card panels from Spellbinders for the Betterpress. And then I'm going to be using Distress Watercolor cardstock from Holtz. So that is the supplies that I'll need. And don't forget, that's the supplies you'll need. And don't forget to get out your hot foiling machine and your Betterpress machine, because that's what you'll need to make today's card project. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the card making fun. Alright y'all, it's time to get inky. Who doesn't like to get inky, am I right? Today I'm going to show you how to create beautiful ink smushing backgrounds for your card projects. It's a fun and easy technique that adds unique touch to your creations. To start, get out your watercolor paper, water reactive ink pads, a plastic sheet, and a water spray bottle. And today I'm using my Distress Oxide inks. I picked out colors in rainbow order, and I got out it's called the Media Surface Mat from Holtz. That's what we're working on today. And I am taking the first few colors here, picked raspberry, dried marigold, and squeezed lemonade, and then I pressed them directly onto the surface. And then I got out my water bottle, sprayed down the cardstock because we're doing a wet on wet technique. And then I just dropped it onto the inks. And look at this. Isn't that pretty? So now we're going to get out the heat gun and dry it because we're going to add some layers to intensify the colors. So drying in between inking is very important to get those layers built up. So that's what you see me doing here. And now we're going back into the ink. See how that changes the look of the color? And there we go, drying it some more. And just wiping it away because we're going to move on to some other colors here. I'm going to get Twisted Citron out. That is Salvage Patina, Peacock Feathers, and Wilted Violet. And then I get out you see, you want that to beat up. That's the reason for the mat that I'm using today, the sheet, the plastic sheet. Look at that, isn't that cool? And now we're going to dry that out. There we go. I should have dabbed that up in my microfiber cloth a little bit, but I didn't. It still looks good. See how fun this is? just wiping that away because we're going to try something else here. We're going to get out the peacock feathers and the wilted violet again and drop the cardstock down onto it. Look at that. It changes it every time. Just super fun. So I'm going to, as I work on the different backgrounds here, I'm going to put on some music as we finish out the ink smushing. Alright y'all, now we have some backgrounds ready to go for making cards. So let me show you what we got here. Let me just dry this off and clear off the surface here, and I'll show you what we got. So these two were done with the cotton panels from Spellbinders, and the rest were done on watercolor cardstock, the distress watercolor cardstock. They all look great. So I think I'm going to use that one there on the right. That one was my favorite. It has lots of different colors on there. So now it's time to get into the hot foiling. We're going to hot foil with Betterpress plates today. Okay, now we're going to step up this background even more. We're going to get out some foil because we're going to do some foiling. So I have my Glimmer hot foil machine out here from Spellbinders and a Betterpress plate. This is the Swirl birthday frame press plate and die set that I talked about at the beginning. So I'm just lining it up on the machine, getting in the right position, and then I'm getting out my gold foil here, and we're just gonna cut some here with my Spellbinders Pro Shear scissors. I love these things. So we're just cutting it out to the size of the cardstock. And we're going to get ready to place the foil down onto the press plate. So you want the shiny side facing down. And then place the cardstock on top of that. I'm just checking here to make sure it's lined up. You see me do this several times because I wanted it in an exact right spot. Because we're going to trim this down. So that's why I was being picky about where I was laying the foil and the cardstock. So I think I have it just right now. Oh, almost. There we go. Okay, I had to move it over a little bit. It's tricky. There we go. Oh, I think I have it. Come on. Keep your fingers crossed. I've been doing that through this whole video, keeping my fingers crossed for this part. Up. I think, okay, we're ready to hit the button now to let the hot foil do its thing. And so now I'm getting out my Platinum 6 die cutting machine from Spellbinders. And I'm placing a paper shim down there for some extra pressure. See, keeping my fingers crossed. And now we're just waiting for that light to turn solid, because that's when we know it's done. And then here's the other backgrounds. Okay, I'm just making sure, because I'm really nervous at this point. I'm keeping my fingers crossed again. And now we're going to run it through the Platinum 6 die cutting machine. Here we go. Keep your fingers crossed. And now we're ready for the peel and reveal. Here we go. All right, it looks perfect. Just what I wanted, because I told you we're going to trim this down with the A2 layering dies. Okay, now we're getting out the A2 layering dies and lining them up here. I just barely got it in the right spot to make this work. So thumbs up. Now getting out my mint tape to hold it down in place. I think I decided against using it because I didn't want to ruin the foil or anything, or the cardstock. So now we're moving on to the other foiling part. This says wishing. What does it say on here? I can't remember. I can't read the. Wishing you the happiest of birthdays is what that says. And so this is the sentiment that's going to go right in the middle. This is what we're going to frame out here. So this worked out okay. I wasn't as nervous with this foiling. And doing the exact same thing we did before. Just waiting for that light to turn solid. There we go. And then we're running it through the... Keeping my fingers crossed just in case. There we go. And time for the peel and reveal here. All right, it looks like it did it. Yes, thumbs up. And now let's see what we are doing here next. We are getting set up to cut out this sentiment here with the cutting plate, or the cutting die. I think that's what I want to call it. Anyways, so we're setting up here. Just following the instructions on the universal plate system and running it through the die cut machine. There we go. All right, that turned out perfect. Just getting, see, that's what it's supposed to look like. All right, now it's time to create today's note card. So I'm getting out my trimmer and my hammer mill cardstock, trimming it in half. There we go. And now I'm getting out my score buddy, because we're going to score this. I'm getting out my bone folder, scoring it at 5.5, because this is an A2 size card, top folding. And pressing that down, lining everything up. Pressing it down to make sure everything's all good to go. And getting out my sanding block to take away any of the hairs that are showing. And now we're ready to finish this out. But before we do that, we have one more step we have to do. We have to finish this gold layering part, because I wanted to add some another layer to the card to make it shine. So I'm using the gold mirror cardstock from Spellbinders and running it through my die cut machine here. And now it's all ready to go. See how it makes that stand out even more? So fun. Okay, now we're getting out the Gina K dot runner and adding it to the gold layer, and then getting out the score buddy to line it up to the card base, and that just works great every single time. You guys love to do that? Let me know in the comments below if you have the same luck with that trick as I do. And now we're just getting out the foam tape, adding it to the card panel here, and doubling up. We want it nice and sturdy. There we go. So as I finish up the card here, I just want to say thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Feel free to leave any comments or questions down below. And remember, let your creativity shine, and happy crafting. So there we go, just adding the sentiment here. See how nicely that frames it out? And then getting out the bling. And I'm going to place a few of these self-adhesive fashion gold embellishments onto the card front. And that, my friends, finishes out today's card project. Thank you all so very much for watching. Ciao for now.